Hello guys, you're welcome back in my channel Improve Yourself. In this video we learn about the 1 to 5 chapter of English grammar NCERT book and of class 8th. Let's start the video without wasting your time. And one more thing, would you skip this video? You do not understand anything. Chapter first, would you want to learn determiner? You want to learn classification of determiner. First, article an, and the uses of an is used before singular countable noun. Example, look, the new plant has a flower. Look, the new plant has a flower. That is the article a. And also look at example 2. We need an artist to paint all our window glasses. An artist is an article. Next article is the. The use of the used to refer a specific thing. Look at example. The red car in front of the house is new. Look at first word. The red car is an article. And before moving forward, like this video and subscribe my channel. Next is demonstrative determiner are this, that, this and those. Look at examples. Can you give me this pen? And look at second example. Those children are quite naughty. First example is last second word was demonstrative determiner, and in second example first word is demonstrative determiner. Next is possessive determiner are my, our, his, her, it, our, their. Look at examples. Our house is on a hill. In this example, our is a possessive determiner. Look at second example. Their car broken down in front of the mall. Look at the first word is there. There is a possessive determiner. And our next is determiner of quantity. Tell us how much or how many quantity. And our next is determiner of number that tell us how many cardinal number. Tell us about quantity. And our next is determiner of distribution. The determiner either, neither, etc. and every show distribution. Example, this wall can be neither color red or blue. Let's look at next determiner, interrogative determiner, that only used for ask a question. Look at example. Whose house is this? Look at first word. Whose is interrogative determiner. Before moving second chapter, like this video. Also subscribe my channel. Guys, our chapter 2 is preposition. Would you want to learn preposition? You learn preposition may be classified into 4 bases of their function. First, preposition of place. Second, preposition of time. Third, preposition of direction. Fourth, preposition of cause and purpose. Let's look at definitions. Our first definition of preposition of place. Preposition of place tell us where something is. Look at one example. There is a fence around the garden. And our next is preposition of time. Preposition of time tell us when. And look at example. Meet me after 4 o'clock. Our next is preposition of direction. Preposition of movement or direction also tell us where, but usually indicate direction. Look at example. A flying saucer just flew over the building. And our next is preposition of cause and purpose. When we use prepositions such as for, of, with, by, from, thought, to, on account of, etc., in certain way, they denote cause or purpose. Look at example. I need money for the rent. Before moving chapter 3, I will tell you subscribe my channel and like this video again. Next chapter is sentence analysis. Would you want to learn this chapter? You want to learn that subject, word and its attribute, and subject, word, attribute, or one more thing, predicate. First, subject, word and its attribute. When the subject of a sentence has more than one word, all these words together make the complete sentence. In this set of words, the more important word is called subject word or the simple subject. Look at one example. Walking is good for health. Walking is a simple word or a subject word. Next is subject word attribute. In a sentence, the subject word is often qualified by an adjective or words that do the work of an adjective is called its attribute. The attribute may be an adjective, a participle or participle adjective, an infinitive, a pronoun, an article or an passage. Our next is predicate. Predicate. The predicate may consist just one word or a group of words. When the predicate has only one word, it will always a verb. Will know that every predicate just have a infinitive verb. Let's look at example. Our example is the children came home. Came home is the predicate and the children is subject. Our next chapter is auxiliary verb. In this chapter, you want to learn this chapter. Auxiliary verb have no meaning on their own. They are necessary because they help the main verb to form the grammatical structure of a subject, but they do not tell us very much alone. Let's move forward in this chapter. When we want to learn auxiliary verb, we want to learn auxiliary verb fall into how many basic groups? 3 basic groups. First, primary or main auxiliary verb. Second, modals or modal auxiliary verb. Other auxiliary verb with characteristic of modals. So guys, look at definition. Our first definition of primary or main auxiliary verb. The primary auxiliary verb are called so because they are most used in forming tense, negative and question. They form of the verb we, have and do. Remember, we have used these 3 verbs very too much. Let's look at our second definition of modals. Modal auxiliary verbs are also helping verbs. They are used before main verb to express a range of meanings such as ability, possibility, certainty, suggestion, permission, obligation, and so on. Look at one example. She can solve this problem in this present ability. One more definition remain of other auxiliary verb with characteristic of modals. Look at these sentences. I will be able to finish this today. Second, Karban had a prepare for this test. Next, we did not need leave so early. Next, every day body out to follow rules. Next, don't you dare step out of this house. In this sentence, italic words are modals in meaning, but they do not always behave like modals. Such passages are called semi-modals. Thank you for watching my video, and don't forget like this video and subscribe my channel.